yes, this is bad news for Nigerians. Don't even come for me. Some of you will be like, hey, this lady don't come again. No, all the time bad news. This is bad news. On this channel, we're going to be sharing both good and... Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Click on that notification bell so you get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for the support. Honestly, I really do appreciate it. So on my channel, I talk about my life here in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. So in today's video, honestly speaking, is the bad news. What some of you be like, why am I tagging it like Nigerians? Yes, I have to say Nigerian because that was what they said. It's not just me that is saying Nigerians. That's how they announced it, and that's how they mentioned it, Nigerians. Yeah. So lately, lots of Nigerians have been coming to the UK. I know for reasons. For those of you that don't know, I'm a Nigerian. I base here in the UK. I know what's happening in my country, so I don't blame people coming in. Yes. So most of you know that Boris resigned and we've got a new prime minister. The same thing with the Home Office. So the new one was now saying that lots of Nigerians and Indians are coming, but this is what he said. You can go check on the articles. Yeah, he said lots of Nigerians are now coming. So this is how they put it. They said lots of Nigerians are coming to the UK to study. The same thing with the Indians, but they tag Nigerians saying that Nigerians are coming to study, but their dependents are a lot. The dependents are now more than the people coming to study. Let's say, for example, husband and wife are coming to the UK to study. Probably the wife will be studying or the husband will be studying, and now they have how many kids? They have 4 or 3 kids. So plus the person coming to the study, it's just one person that is coming to the study. It's just one person that is coming to study. But at the end of the day, how many persons are moving to the UK? That means like 5 or 6 persons are moving to the UK, which I don't blame them. Are you going to leave your husband or are you going to leave your kids back home? Who are you leaving them for? So now this is now a major issue. And for those of you that don't know, or for those of you who might know that some persons applied to study in the UK and did not get cast, lots of persons, caste issue affected them. So my husband studied in Huddersfield. I'm in Huddersfield. My brother is in Huddersfield. I have another brother still coming to the Huddersfield. So many things have been happening, and so many persons were rejected. Like in some universities, some Nigerians were rejected. At the moment, I can't remember the name of the university, but I know they rejected a lot. Even in the University of Huddersfield, some persons did not even get cast. So I don't understand how they will collect, or should I say accept people's deposit. That's, the money you pay before you get cast, and at the end of the day they will not issue you cast, saying that the cast has finished. Even me, I was disappointed in the University of Huddersfield, and I heard that some other universities the same thing happened. Like, how will you collect their money and tell them no cast? Like, who does that? I feel like this kind of thing that Nigerian people will do, Nigerian school will do. But I'm sorry to say, because that country, sometimes I don't understand what they are doing. The way fish and plant are swallowing our money, and I believe that there's nothing that cannot happen in that country. So when University of Huddersfield announced that cast is finished, I was shocked. So many persons did not get admission this year. So they had to, defile, or some of them had to apply for refund, which they actually gave them. For those of you that don't know, if you pay your deposit, your initial first deposit, it's not refundable, but because of the issue, they refunded some persons their money, and some persons said they are willing to stay or they are willing to wait till next year. So now back to what I was saying, back to the Home Office issue. So they said population of Nigerian students in UK rises by 64% in 1 year. 64% in 1 year. Please tell me how, in just this 2020. Like, I don't understand what is happening. And I'm sorry to say, if you're planning to job, the earlier the better, because the way things are going, they'll change everything. I'm not even going to lie about that one. Yes, with the way they're even announcing it, saying it's too much, dependents are too much, and all of that. Like I said, one person is coming to study, like 5 persons are dependents. Like, it's too much. And mind you, Igbo people don't really give birth like that, but I'm a proud African, I'm a proud Nigerian. We like to give birth, we like to have plenty of kids. Yes, but in the UK it's not easy to take care of those kids, especially if they are still young. Like, if they are still, like, I don't even want to say if they are teenagers, because if they are teenagers I feel like it's even better, especially if they are under 10. It's hard work, because for those of you that want to come, when you come to the UK, you want to balance your school fees by working and all of that. What will you do with those kids? It's kind of hard work. I just feel like people that benefit from all this dependent things is all those people that have like teenagers, like 16 years, 17 years. Yeah, because 17 years they work like they don't pay them minimum wage, but they pay them something. They pay some of them, they pay them like £7. I feel like those people are the ones that benefit. I mean, like when you say you're coming with dependents, yeah, for those of you, because I don't want to say for those of us, because I came into the UK, I don't even have a child. When I came to this country, it was just me and my husband, but I thank God now I've got 2 kids, and I know how difficult, like I don't even want to think about going to work, because if I start thinking about that, for those of you that don't know, I'm on maternity leave, because if I start thinking about that, my head starts, aching. And well, I know that some of us do go for night work, which is okay. But now that they are beginning to panic, or beginning to announce that Nigerians are too much and they are still coming, and they want to look into that. Looking into that means like anything can happen, meaning they can make it to be very strict. For those of you coming in 2023, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Even now, they feel make it strict, especially those coming to study. I keep saying it because I have siblings coming to study. I know how like everything was. I know how difficult. Like, to be honest, the tension was just too much. But for those of you coming to study, you understand what I'm saying. They are complaining. So they are complaining that Nigerians are becoming too much in the country, and this news says record numbers of foreign students are bringing relatives into the UK as ministers consider how to bring down overall immigration. So now that they're complaining that Nigerians are too much, they are simply trying to say that dependents are too much. That's just what I believe they're trying to say, because the dependents are now too much more than the people coming to study. So that's why all this issue comes in. Well, Indians are coming, but I feel like Indians don't really have, I don't want to say too much kids. They have kids though, but not like Nigerians where we used to have, plenty of children, So I feel like the Indians, they talked about the Indians, but they did not really emphasize on them like the way they said Nigerians. Like I said, population of Nigerian students rises in 1 year, 64%. It's a lot. I'm not even going to lie, but I don't blame you people though. Please keep coming. I want to keep seeing my people. So now the reason why I say it's a bad news is because they say they will look into it. So don't get me wrong, good news can still come out of it, but I just feel like they will make things strict and more difficult. That's what I feel, or that's what I believe. So now let's talk about the accommodation issue. It was announced that university warned students not to travel amidst house shortage. That's because getting a house here in the UK, to be honest, is very, very difficult. At first I didn't even really realize it, for students, until like so many persons I was seeing online, so many persons complaining that they've been in Airbnb or hotel and all of that because of this house issue. Now for people coming in to study in the UK, I'm not going to lie to you, like you have to be very careful. You don't have to go to all these overpopulated places. Try to go to all these small town, not like really small town. In fact, everywhere is abroad. I don't know if you understand me. Everywhere is abroad. Go to those schools that's if you really want to jab, but that's for those of you that really want to, leave your country. In fact, I don't want to say Nigerians. Anybody that wants to leave, you need to make good research on some particular places that that they don't have housing issue. There's some places in the UK that have this serious issue with accommodation issues. Yeah, there's some places in the UK that have this issue, and now that is why they're announcing that before you come to the UK, you make sure that you've gotten an accommodation. Some persons, I know it's like converting naira. I'm sorry I'm saying naira, that's because I'm Nigerian. I know when you're converting naira, for those of you that don't know, there was a time they even say there's no pound, because at some point he started using black market, because converting, or should I say waiting for the Nigerian bank to pay off school fees and all of that. Some persons waited. There's nothing. After submitting the EZA, whatever, I can't remember what they call it, they waited, no way, they had to start using black market. You all know how much £1 to naira costs, almost 800 and something naira, £1. So imagine now you're in the UK, there's no accommodation, you've been converting naira to pay your rent, converting naira, and as you're converting, you're stressed, you're looking for house, school, and you're looking for job. It's too much. Like, it's just too much. I'm not going to lie to you guys, it's not easy. Like, I'm not discouraging anybody not to come to the UK. Feel free to come to the UK, but at the moment, coupled with the crisis, things that are happening in UK. If you don't know, there's so many crises, so you know everything is expensive, all of that. I still have plans to make videos on all of that, but in today's video I want to just talk about this accommodation issue. So if you have a family member helping you out with accommodation, I remember a friend was telling me that she was helping her friend to get the house, and the person was like telling her, that house is too expensive, or blah blah blah. Do you know how much house rent is? Some persons will even think you want to you want to make small money for them. You want to make small money. Anybody that is helping you out with accommodation or helping you out look for a house, you are supposed to be, I don't want to say worshiping the person, you have to be thanking the person, because looking for a house here in the UK is not easy. Honestly speaking, it's not easy. And mind you, like, before you get the house, you're not paying it to your friend. If your friend helps you to get the house, you're paying it to the agent or to the house owner or whoever the person is helping you out with. So it's not as easy as it sounds that I'm looking for a house, I'll get house. No, housing is so difficult now. At the moment, so many students are complaining that there's no accommodation. They believe in a hotel. Like I've seen Nigerians coming in that up to now they're still squatting from this family to this family. That's because they're having an accommodation issue. And mind you, if you have, so if you're a family of 5 and you're looking for a house, and you get a 2-bedroom house, and they find out that you're 5, they will not give you the house. So they'll be like, oh, the accommodation is too small for your family. They believe you should look for 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom. That's how they think, and that's why it's so difficult for families to get the house. Some persons lie though. I'm not saying you should go and lie, you, but some persons be like, oh, they're a family of 3, because they don't want to involve the other 2 kids, because at the end of the day they won't even get the house. You know, for 2-bedroom, they believe it's too small, and it's true, it's too small. For those of you that don't know, UK houses are not like our country. Some of their houses, so I don't want to say all, some of their houses, you see their room, dude. Some of their room, if you enter inside, even you'll be asking yourself, is this one room or storage? And I don't even know how these people manage to, package the room. And at the end of the day, you see their kids living good in the room. But people like us that are used to big rooms, the room will just be like a box room. That's where you just keep your boxes and clothes. But yes, that is what is happening in the UK. So if you're coming in with your family, it's a bit difficult. So sometimes I think I advise people, or should I say, I advise parents, if your wife is coming to study, let her come alone and then look for accommodation, because if all the family comes in together, it's a bit difficult. I'm not even going to lie. So this is the tips I'm sharing. So this is like me giving you guys tips on how to plan yourself when coming to the UK. Let your wife or your husband come inside the country. When the person enter the country, the person will now look for accommodation, instead of all of you moving from one hotel, one family house, and one, it's just not easy. I'm not even going to lie, it's just not easy. So yeah, that is the bad news I want to share with you guys. Please, when coming to the UK, plan yourself. I'm definitely going to come back and share with you guys any update on this. Well, with this, we've come to the end of today's video. I believe that this video is definitely going to help someone. So if you find this video informative, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share my videos. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.